Well, there has been another complete day here. I mean, everything has gone completely well, sir. But, ma'am, do you really think that this is a good idea for her to actually go out there, out and about in the wild? I mean, come on. Just, just think about it for once. Let's just think about it, just for a moment. That girl, that woman, she's caused multiple damage to not only with the staff, but a few others as well. I mean, I don't want to cause any actual harm to you, but you do understand that having a 32-year-old woman out in the wild who actually has a medium autism spectrum actually wandering about throughout the city in a bestiality form. We can't actually take any more of the risk. I mean, do you really think that is necessary? I mean, we've already got the cops on our tails, and not to mention that we escaped out of the prison cell for who knows how long. I mean, I understand that you actually did for everyone, especially Mira and Romano and Aniko and all the others, but to her, to that girl, that woman, is that really necessary? Now, my dear friend, now is not the good time to actually start fretting over this. About 3 years ago, when I told you that we actually have a young gentleman, a very young gentleman who's tired of his fat body and wanted to make a change for himself, you actually did it for him. And now look what it's got him. He's become the most powerful billionaire in all of the actual history of the world. And then, after 3 years later, I actually sent you another girl. And I told her that, you know, all she needed was a little absolute boost of confidence so that she could be the most popular girl in high school. You actually did. You did all of it. And then another person actually wished very hard to actually become a very beautiful creature so that she can impress all the others. You actually did all of it. However, I did most of the work. You actually handed me the absolute ingredient that I actually needed. The absolute plasma of both human and creatures and both animals alike. I tell you, Kojira, I ended up following the late doctor's absolute order. She wanted Furrmaggeddon to continue. She wanted things to absolutely happen. But, however, there is a slight risk chance that we could lose everything. And you do realize that I hate losing everything that there is. So, let me make this clear, Coachella. I do not want to be angry, and I simply do not want to throw a fit. So, unless if you do not want me to get angry, and if you value your life, we will continue this project that the late doctor left behind. Dr. Eloise actually believed it, and if she believed it, then so did I. I was her secretary, her apprentice, her absolute partner in all, to actually see that all of this will actually become a reality. And have the lab have not been broken down for all these years, it still would have been up and running. However, that stupid, crazy creature, that other one who was the empress from another world, ended up destroying it all, ruined everything. And then she killed Eloise without even knowing the reason why. However, Dr. Eloise does not want me to dwell on the absolute enemy. We actually have a new tool now. An absolute tool, a weapon that can cause all of this to happen. Furrmaggeddon will continue, Coachilla, and I will see to it that it will happen soon, very, very soon. So you better be prepared and gather as many plasmas from both humans and animals alike as quickly as possible. By the time when the darkness arrives and when the next moon fades out, then soon, in the darkest hour, Furrmaggeddon will be on the rise.